Take a slow, gentle breath in, and as you breathe out, allow your shoulders to soften, your how to loosen, your brow to smooth as if the date self is quietly stepping away from you. Feel the surface beneath you, holding your weight without effort. Notici the calm hush around you. The small, ordinary sounds that mean you are safe, that nothing is required of you right now. You may close your eyes, if they are not already closed, or let them rest heavily, as though sleep is already nearby, patiently waiting. With each breath, imagine the air growing cooler and cleaner, like evening air drifting through an open stone window. And when you are ready, let your attention gently follow my voice, steady and unhurried. Our story today begins in a place where time itself moves softly, measured not by ticking gears, but by moonlight, shadow, and breath. Our story today begins in a quiet, medieval monastery, tucked among rolling hills and ancient oaks, where the night is so still that even thoughts seem to slow as they pass. The monastery is built of pale stone, worn smooth by centuries of wind and prayer. Ivy climbs its walls in lazy spirals, and the scent of damp earth and old wood rests gently in the air. Inside one small cell, a single monk sits cross-legged on a woolen mat. Terumi simply, a wooden desk, a low stole, a narrow bed with a linen blanket, folded just so. No clutter, no excess. Only what is needed, and nothing more. A single candle burns near the wall. Its flame steady, barely moving, as if it too has learned the monastery's vow of silence. But the monk's attention is not on the candle, it is on the moon. Moonlight pours through a narrow window, a tall slit in the stone, casting a long silver shape across the floor. The monk watches it quietly, as one might watch a sleeping child breathe. A is known among the brothers as T, one who measures moonlight. Outside, the breeze returns, carting the faint scent of damp earth. Somewhere beyond the walls, an animal shifts in its den, nestling deeper into warmth. Brother Allard rises again and joins the others in the chapel. Their voices lift together, not loud, not sharp, but leisured, like wool woven slowly on a loom. Even if you do not know the words, their cadence alone feels calming. Save. As they pray, Brother Allard senses the moon beginning its descent. So on the sky will pale, so on birds will test the morning with tentative notes. In medieval belief, it was its partner. Ah, necessary half. When the prayers end, Brother Allard returns once more to his small room. Like breath becoming mist, it lies down fully this time. Pulling the wool blanket lightly over his shoulders, the stone walls hold the cool just enough, balancing the warmth of the body. As Acetalus, his breathing naturally slows in and out. In his final waking thought, Brother Allard does not think of tomorrow. He thinks only of continuity. Oh, the moon will rise again. Oh, the light will return. Oh, time does not rush, but flows. And as his eyes close, the moonbeam slips away from the wall, leaving the room in a soft, even darkness. Just like that, the night resumes its watch. And you are allowed to rest here too. Nothing to be sure, nothing to track, only the gentle passing of moments, carrying you further into ease. Before clocks with hands and faces were common, before bells rang with mechanical certainty, monks like him learned to read the world itself. Te read. To Zok. Te read. Shadows. They listened to the hush between sounds. These monks spent many nights just like this one, watching the moon's slow journey, tracing its light as it glides inch by inch across the. As you listen, imagine the monastery around him, the faint rustle of leaves outside, as a breeze moves through the cloister garden, somewhere far off. An owl calls once, 10 settles again into silence. The monk breathes slowly, in rhythm with the night. Inhale, exhale. Each breath, a quiet prayer. It lifts one finger and gently traces the edge of the moonbeam on the floor. Noto correi. Italiano, not to change. Italiano. Only to noticentis is how time is kept here. In medieval monasteries, the day and night were divided into sacred hours. Matins lauds, prime terce, sexti, none, vespers, complan, Aish hour marked by prayer, Aish prayer, shaped by light and dark. At night, before dawn, matins would be prayed when the stars were still high. Wito had clocks. Monks learned when to rise, be watching the heavens, be noticing how shadows shifted, be sensing when the night itself was ready to move on. The monk remembers his teacher's voice, soft and patient, telling him time does not rush. It reveals itself. The moonbeam creeps forward, barely perceptibly, yet always moving. As the monk watches, your own breathing may begin to mirror this pace, slow, even unforced. There is nothing to anticipate, nothing to complete,